Hello, this is Alechius, and welcome back to another episode of Warplan Orange, where we're getting back to our attacks on Formosa, as well as elsewhere, which are two things I've been neglecting to do, showing my inexperience with the game, even though I've been playing this for how long now. There's always something new to learn, some new mechanic to figure out. And this isn't even like War in the Pacific Admiral's Edition, that was built on the same engine. Which I've been recently poking at that, which there's way more guides and help out there for War in the Pacific. And so I've been kind of tracking back and being like, is that a mechanic that exists in Warplan Orange? And so I've been learning a few new things. Our naval bombardment. Perfect. So, actually, Milan Maru, that was probably at Wake then? Flash by real quick. And that was a Japanese merchant, not ours. Okay, 7th of July. Nothing new out here, I believe. Vermont's still being brought up to snuff. Checking on Pearl Harbor. It's been a few days, so I'm not fully following everything. What were you doing? Loading fuel, most likely. Heavily escorted. We also have more tankers coming in from Layson. We have our tender group. Which, yeah. There's a support mission in War in the Pacific. Be nice to have that because it'd be easier to see. I think we're going to go ahead and dump our troops out for a reason. And we'll get them back up as soon as we can. Yeah, the Missouri's not going to make it. There's the Sumner, not with that much damage. We'll leave them docked if do we even have a ship class? I'm trying to remember the name of it. Would it be an auxiliary? By type. Sub-chasers, patrol gunboats, minesweepers, mine layers, destroyer minesweepers, aviation support ships. Typically these are floatplane tenders. Sub-tenders, repair ships. That's what I wanted to see. I need to get some of these up to Wake. Midway, actually. They don't really work too well. Along with probably Pyro. I need more, probably send a couple more tenders as well. So let's form a group. This will be, I don't think replenishment will work. Oh, no, yeah, we can get the repair ships. We'll throw in a few sub-tenders as well. That should help. I mean, the repair ships are actually doing repairs in Pearl Harbor, even if they're docked as they are. Let's send up. Mine layers will send separately. Send 2 destroyers with these guys. Oh yeah, and I wanted to send Pyro. That should do. We do not want cruise speed, we want full speed. We want these guys to go quickly. Get there. I don't care the cost. If we can save our ship, that is what I'm seeking to do. I want a mine warfare ship. Grab the Baltimore and give her a single escort to Ludlow. Set your home base for Midway. Turn. Set home base. Midway. Return. Go at normal mission speed. We'll set up a second one, which will be mine layer. Another mine. Oh no, that's the one we just did. That's a new task force. Baltimore and San Francisco. I'll snag the Anthony, I think. The other destroyer mine layers are taken. Send you to Midway. Good as gold. Alright, I don't think that'll do us too much good, but we'll give it a go. I don't think we're going to be seeing any ships out here. I want to set these guys to train at 80. Train 80. ASW will keep alive. I want to drop this down to 40. 5,000 is good. They'll be searching for subs, which are still a threat. I'm still trying to come to grips with the War in the Pacific mechanics and their guides and understanding all of the advice from there. But the hope with this is 40% of the planes will fly in the morning, and then 40% more will fly in the evening. And then the other 20% will rest, preventing fatigue from getting too high. That's what I hope to achieve with those settings. And to spot smaller ships, we want to be lower down. ASW will definitely keep like that. The naval search will pump you up. Oh, 4,500 is your maximum height. Okay. That is fine. Maybe I should do ASW with these guys. And instead, what is your ceiling? Maximum altitude 10,000. Your maximum altitude is 20,000. Yours is 24,000. You're armed with a bomb, though. So are these. And so are those. Okay. Trying to think through how I want to set it up. I do like naval search, but ASW for something that goes 11 and is lower down, that makes a lot more sense. I think the naval search will go over to this one and be a lot higher. That seems reasonable. Like, you can spot from further away if you're at higher altitude, but the haze can hide some things if you're too low down. So, I want your objective to be midway. Is that all? What all these guys are doing? They immediately go to 100 because they've been here a while? No, those ones are already there. These ones just got flipped over. That planning matters. And I have not been doing a good job with it. Why are replenishment ships unescorted? Not surprised you want to retreat now. I have 3 personnel carriers. Our battleships are leaving. Ooh, have a drop in ammo. We'll let them go. Carriers are fine. I do want to adjust our stuff because of this. Maximum range. What are we looking at with this? Completely rethinking everything. 100-pound bombs. These dive bombers. No, these are fighters. Fighter bombers. I'm at 10,000 feet then. How experienced are they? Okay. That's reasonable. Then we have our ASW patrol. We will seek to do the same thing. Pump them up a little bit. Then we have our naval attack with actual bombers. They are level bombers. Let's get higher up though. I want to take a look at flak between missions. What kinds of flak do the Japanese have available? You are the only cap for that ship, so we will do that. We'll do a decent naval search. The attacks will be secondary. We have 230-pound bomb. Can't do a recon. Secondary then will be, we do escort as the primary. We don't really need to escort them though. We've been doing fine. These are small bombs. Small bombs will set you to airfield attack. And you will be ASW. Actually, if they're going to be ASW, we should can't set them for ASW. We have the naval attack, recon secondary. 230-pound bomb though, I don't want to do recon, I want to do port attack. Much like these ones are. These ones are using torpedoes though. Can't use torpedoes in a port. So recon as your secondary. Bring you up to 10,000, and you will also duck in and duck out. Bring your naval search down to 30 and 30, 60, 40% available for strike. Or do I want these ones to primarily do... I think I'll have these ones do the searching. Or torpedo bombers will just do recon or torpedoing. I have my dedicated escort group. Lower the cap to a reasonable level. Cap altitude we want as high as we can get. And then we're back to our fighter bombers doing airfield attack. And also providing cap. Perfect. Okay. I can work with this. Our carriers are largely unescorted. See a force of several troop transports. I'm going to try to hit that. I'm going to take our replenishment ships. I'm going to have them follow. Then we have on Marcus Island our other troops. I'm going to set your objectives to here on Marcus. Both of you. If I decide to start moving them forward to another area, we will. For now, though, I think we're going to take these troop transports and move them back to Midway. The subs, I want to base out of here, so I need some sub tenders for there as well. We have, how many sub tenders in Midway? I think we're moving up to 3. Actually, I'm sending 3 more, so a total of 4. Which is fine, but now we will send another set of sub tenders. And we'll send a destroyer tender as well. Not yet. These ones are all signed. I grab all of the sub tenders? I did. So we'll steal some from the other one. 1 and 2. And then we'll take a single destroyer. And 2 minesweepers. Yeah, we'll have them work as a pair. Depth charges, depth charges. Perfect. That's what I want to see. We'll set their home base for Marcus Island. Can they make the trip direct? They can. So that's what they will do. That takes care of setting up Marcus Island, including having ASW. We've got Wake set up. I'm going to start preparing a strike force to land on Wake. I'm going to prepare for the landing. So it'll probably be a few weeks to months. May look at doing the same thing for Kwajalein. You are engineer group. I want you there. We have all of you guys that you do here. Set all of your objectives. Did get 3rd Marine Brigade here. I can unload them all and prep them for a future target. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's land the troops. We'll drop off supplies too, but we'll pick them back up. Thing is where do we send them next? Got a couple units out here. We just work up the chain. I would like to clean up potential bases. This is port capacity 2. That's good enough. We'll send the Marines in there. We'll start getting ready for that. Meanwhile, these guys will continue to bombard. We have subs investigating. Let's replenish as much as we can, and then I want to send you guys up here. That's too far. Send you back for now. What other subtenders do we have? We have some in various groups. We have a few in Manila. They're actually doing stuff out there. Then we have a few in task forces, such as up in Midway, sub chasers. I may spend some time and look at seeing what transports can be converted, since that's going to be important as I'm looking to get more aggressively on the offensive, now that I have a better idea on how to support such. This big one, let's take the two smaller ones. Give them gunboats. Don't have any significant doodahs. No significant anti-sub capability. That's what I'm looking for. I'll send them with a truant. Appears to be a smaller, older destroyer. Might send them with a destroyer tender too. Sort by type. I only have the one. I'm not going to send that. I need to go through all these transports. Troop transports. We'll leave the Beaver, which is larger. Venetia looks like it might be a small one as well. So what are these ships? We have the two subtenders. We have an Admiralty S-class and a V-class. Both have depth charges. Both have torpedoes. Orange guns. Good experience. Fair endurance. But not really great endurance. But they're there. We'll see if we can set up at Sadawal. We go to Guam at this point. Got fire coverage there already. A little bit far for truck. Let's set up at Guam. Have fuel there though. No, we'll stay at Sadawal for now. We'll head there. That takes care of there. Meanwhile, how much sea lift do I have here? What's the assault values? Set up the second Marine. I want you to get ready for Woolly Eye. Then a troop thing. There we go. Second New Zealand Brigade. We'll set you up for say Yap or Ulithi Port capacity of 5. Air capacity on both. Go to Ulithi. The other one that is significant is the 1st Australian Division. These will be to the 3 potentially contested islands. We're sending 100 assault value each. Two units. We'll send 2 to Woolly Eye. If we can. Have to look at the sea lift. And we'll keep this one is the local defense force. That's fine. We have tankers coming and going. We have troop transports with 1st Australian. We're going to unload. I'm going to cancel that. We'll reload them back on when we're ready. Once these ones have finished, I want them to retire. They'll head back to Rabaul and we'll stage out of there. That's our supplies and fuel to Rabaul. Definitely need more supplies. We have more coming. Really? Not even escorting you? It's fine. It's fine. I'm not going to stress. We have more troop transports, but we don't have escorts. Black escorts. We just do not have enough destroyers anywhere. Get a transport built here. Harry Lukenbach. I actually know that from the War in the Pacific game that I'm playing right. Which is kind of fun to see the same ships in different locations, in different time periods. Got a ton of supplies in Sydney. Not as many in Brisbane. We can't set the required supplies higher. So let's form a new group. What do we have here? Let's go. Oh, that was the wrong one. There we go. I'm looking for. We're going to split you up. We'll form a new task force. We want cargo. We want. Let's get the whole Lukenbach fleet going. Yeah, steel scientist, mariner, and worker. So we'll have that. We'll get one of the destroyers from Tattoo. Tasmania will take care of Empire Gold. You will load supplies. Head up there. We do not want you to refuel from there. Same with you. Load fuel, head up to Rabaul, drop off your fuel, and come back. Other tankers that we have. Do we want to transfer the fuel? Got a bunch of transports. We do have a lot of stuff out here. Do we send the tanker? Kind of leery to send them direct. Load fuel. We'll see how they do. We don't need fuel as much though, so actually cancel that. Cancel. Sorry, my bad. Change my mind. Fuel's not our problem. Supplies are. We'll leave the rest. I'm not going to worry about a lot of these smaller ships. The torpedo boats. We have a tanker coming into Brunei. We have Transport's coming back to Singapore. Great. We have ships that are beat up. To top off their tanks. I don't get a misreport. Alright, what else do we have out here? Some sub chasers. Great. Not that Japanese subs are too much of a threat at the moment. Patrol gunboats, they do not have torpedoes. Correct. If I could set them up as... Well, they could be escorts, but they're very short ranged. More like a harbor patrol. But given our lack of escorts, you know what? I'm going to start bringing them in. I don't need them down here. Fans on the back foot. And I want these guys escorting ships. We have our minesweepers. I am going to disband them and use them as escorts again. Loading supplies and troops. And heading to Taco. Fireman allowed. Steelmaker, steel inventor. We have our replenishment ships, like the Nitro and the Beaver. They're doing their jobs even if they're disbanded in the port. Let's grab this gunboat. Turn to Manila. Auto disband. What I forgot to do with these guys. One less thing to do. I do want to reconfigure the aircraft. Get you a little bit higher. ASW patrol. Naval attack and recon because you are torpedo bombers. Yes. And bring you up to max altitude. Do just a little bit of naval search. And that you guys are mostly dedicated to attack. Our squadrons here. Naval attack and recon. Yeah, it's fine. Naval attack, recon. Bring you up to altitude. Next is the fighter bombers. Naval attack, escort. Cap level down, max altitude, max range. Naval attack, recon. Bring up to altitude. Naval attack, recon. You up to altitude. And I may drop them back down in time. You up to max height. And since we have the flying boat, I'm going to drop the search. Naval search. And you know what? I don't mind. It's a small commitment. Helps with gaining experience. We have the Brisfits. Yeah, we're gonna bring that cap up. Max height, max range. We have our subs. We have our Dutch battleships. This is a big enough port. Is it size 8? No. And port. Not gonna worry about fortifications right now. Manila, how big is its port? That's alright, we'll expand the port. Don't care about the fortifications so much. We'll expand the airfield to max as well. That airfield is decent. How are we here? 7 and 7. Good. Major port is Taichu. And Pescadores. Airfields are Taichu, Pescadores, Hainan is decent. Paco is a good airport. We need that aviation support though. At this point, that got dropped. Let's see, we have destroyed. Wow, we have a lot of destroyers. Should split them up if I'm going to do this. ASW combat. And ASW combat. And what I'm going to do is these fast ones. I'll have you follow carrier. The slower one, I'll have you follow the tankers. What are the tankers even doing? Heading to Taco. Yeah. So that'll expose our... I may leave them. And then these ones will just stay here. We'll actually base them out of here for the moment. It's a tiny port. They can at least get fuel and cover sub-chasing around that area. We have our surface combat fleet coming in. Do we want... What do we have on the Hermes? That's a tough choice. That is a very tough choice. Kind of want to move them. Well, we have a land base. Why do we need a carrier base? Because the land base doesn't have support right now. Contemplating pulling in the ships to bombard the airfields, but we've seen how much damage they can do. These are not fast ships. I know what I'll do. Dreadnought is in good shape. None of the other battleships are. We do have the battle cruisers. We'll meet up. That's what we'll do. Let's meet up right here. So you will go here. Please do not retire. Go here. We'll meet up. We'll do an exchange of ships, and we're going to send, under cover of night, a set of ships to bombard and then dive out, hopefully. I'll set them to retreat and give them orders to come back to Manila. Or maybe Apari, I don't know. What I do need is to form a replenishment group, because we need our destroyer tender, nitro. We'll give them 2 patrol ships and a destroyer. these are not common ships. These have no torpedoes. I mean, they have torpedoes, they don't have depth charges. And we send in Orleans. They do not either. Well, shoot. That group. How about instead we grab the Finch and the Heron and fold them into this group. I like that better. Environment not allowed. We want supplies. At home base, Apari. Turn to Apari. A little low on fuel too. Do we have any tankers? We do. We have thirsty ships, so let's grab the tankers. Load fuel. They'll grab the Avoset. Environment is allowed. Unload cargo. Their destination is Apari. That should help sort things out up here. Meanwhile, all these guys, that future objective, we have a boatload of troops over in Tainan. Don't know what their fort level is though. No fortifications here. Can we see fortification levels on enemy territories, or do we need better recon? We need better recon. I want them to prepare for that assault though. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what do we have assault value wise. 3rd Indian Division is our strongest. Actually, a whole bunch. The armored car. Let's have the 3 units. Zoom. I want to set them. Yeah, we're just gonna stay in Tainan. I'm not gonna do a side group to this. I want to though. I want to clear this X of the 1 unit. So let's set your objective. Well, no, because they're going to assist in the attack on Tainan. So that is what we will do. Now I want to set these groups that have not too much disruption or fatigue. They still have a ton from the landing. 13th Indian Brigade is not too bad. Artillery is all reasonably disrupted, and so are the armored cars. Yep, we're not doing anything for the now. Subs are all fine. So yeah, we got 1 day done this time. And I'm going to leave it there because there was some cleanup to do, and I'm probably going to do some more cleanup off screen so as not to delay further. I wanted to show some of it at least, as it's informative for anybody who's following along and they could use the tips in their own game. So there you have it. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you staying till then. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.